So over the past few weeks, I've been going through and doing a lot of spring videos because obviously it is spring. Spring just came, and I was expecting to do that for at least another month to go through spring videos for the 60 to 70 degree days. But it seems the weather had a different plan out there for us because we only had spring for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then now we're getting into the beating hot weather. And so I figured I would start a tag video, which is my top 5 fragrances, or 5 amazing fragrances for that beating hot weather. When it's 90 degrees plus, you walk outside and you already feel like you're sweating. And so what are some great fragrances for that high heat? And so that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, for those of you who do not know. And today, again, we're going to be getting into another 5 fantastic fragrances list. And so I was trying to think of an idea. I was talking to another fragrance reviewer about starting a tag video / collaboration. And I was trying to think of what the good idea would be. Well, guess what? The weather answered that idea for me. It got blistering hot outside. So what better than 5 amazing fragrances for that hot heat? And so this is going to be a tag video, and I'm just going to get the tags out of the way right now. I'm going to be tagging Mr. Dedrick Hicks Jr. over there. You guys definitely go follow him, as well as Mike from I Smell. You both tell me what are 5 of your favorite fragrances for the hot weather whenever it's blistering hot outside. I would love to hear that. Definitely be checking them out. And if you guys haven't, make sure to go follow those. I'll put them obviously up on the screen. So I'm just going to get straight into mine right now. The first one on my list is going to probably be my favorite for the hot weather, even though I love to layer this with Set Sail St. Bart's. This is my favorite hot weather fragrance by Dolce & Gabbana. It is Light Blue Eau Intense. And this is obviously the Pour Homme, not Pour Femme. There is a Pour Femme, which is actually still really freaking good, even for men. So this is aromatic, it's marine, it's citrus. It is a fantastic fragrance. Light Blue Eau Intense. It's kind of just like a mix of everything that you wanted the original Light Blue to be. The original Light Blue is more on the citrus side, and it's almost like a watered down version of what this was trying to be. So the Eau Intense, it adds in some aromatics. It adds in those marine notes. You get some cedar in there, some grapefruit, lemon. It is a fantastic fragrance that is activated by the heat. So what better for a high heat day outside is a fragrance that is used for the high heat and that activates in it. As far as the performance for it, you get about 6 to 7 hours with this fragrance. Sometimes I get a little bit longer, and then obviously you spray it on your clothes and you're good to go. It's good for a pool day. It's good. You can even wear this at night. I like to wear this all summer long. And then again, if you want this and you want a little bit of a different take on it, it actually extends the life and the longevity of Set Sail St. Bart's or St. Kitts. Pair them together with this as a layer 1-to-1, and you will get a nice sparkling citrus mojito. It's literally what it smells like. It is fan-freaking-tastic, and I can tell you, there's a little bit of a musky woods in the base, but Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense, fantastic for the summer. That is my number 1. Going into number 2. This one should pretty much explain what it is. By commodity, it's Commodity Bergamot. This one is easily found at a lot of Marshalls and TJ Maxx right now. They redid their bottles and now they're selling them at Sephora, but these old bottles are still sold. This and Commodity Vetiver are still sold at Marshalls and TJ Maxx for about 20 bucks, if not less. Commodity Bergamot is one of the most refreshing fragrances out there. What do you think is in it? Whenever it says bergamot, it's bergamot heavy. And it's very, very heavy. It's tart. It's citric. It's zesty. It is super freaking good. You get a little bit of a touch of mint, some aromatics in there. And then when you get to the dry down, it's more of like a musky bergamot. But the bergamot really doesn't leave. And the fragrance itself doesn't last too long. I would say about 4 hours or so. But for this style of fragrance that is literally heavy on the citrus, then Commodity Bergamot is definitely going to not last as long as you would hope it to be. But I mean, Dior owned colognes, Mercedes Benz cologne, those type of fragrances, It's just the citrus that it dissipates quicker. But again, you get a lot of bergamot in there mixed with a bit of like this tangerine orange mixture underneath it. You get some vetiver, and then you also do get this like touch of mint and green edges underneath it. But it's mostly bergamot. You can smell that on your skin. You also do get a little bit of this jasmine sambac in it, which obviously just smells like a little bit of a florally undertone, but it's not too feminine or anything like that. Commodity bergamot is fantastic for the high heat. My wife likes to wear this as well. It is unisex, but commodity bergamot's fantastic. If you like citrus fragrances, I mean, I recommend picking that up. 10 out of 10. Going into the third one. So I said Dior Homme Cologne in my last one when I was talking about it, and Dior Homme Cologne would have been on this list, and if you guys have watched my live stream lately, you know that I'm having issues getting a new bottle because right now Ulta is selling the 2017 version, which I do not like. So I'm trying to make sure that where I buy it is actually selling me the 2021 version because it's a lot more citric and less of that buttery like iris style. At least that's what I got from it. I have never tried the 2017 until I tried it in the store. So anyway, in place of that, since I don't have a full bottle of Dior Homme Cologne, I'm going to be doing this. This is by YSL. It is YSL Y Eau Fraiche. YSL Y Eau Fraiche is still fantastic. And the reason that I put this in place of Dior Homme Cologne is because there are fragrances that are known in a certain group of those lemonade citric fragrances. Whether it's the Dior Homme Cologne, Jimmy Choo Man Ice, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. You even have the new one by Lacoste, the Lacoste Blanc Eau Intense, which is more of an orangeade. And then you have this one, which is kind of like a juniper lemonade. It's juniper berries mixed with lemon, and then you get some geranium in there, and a little bit of an aromatic touch. Put that together with a lemonade, and that is what you have from YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Again, these type of fragrances don't stay on your skin too long. You usually get about 3 to 5 hours on the maximum. Make sure you spray on clothes or you spray 100 times on your skin. Not kidding. Just spray it all over because it's not going to offend anybody. I mean, when does lemonade ever offend anybody? So this is the juniper berry makes this a nice mixture. I know some people talk bad about this fragrance, but in the high heat, this fragrance rocks. YSL Y Eau Fraiche, you can find it for pretty decent prices. A lot of times on Nordstrom Rack. I don't know if it's still on there right now, but YSL Y Eau Fraiche, it is great for the high heat. Going into the fourth one. This one is one of my favorite niche fragrances out there, especially for you guys know that I like my fall and winter fragrances more, but for the summer, this one beats out pretty much any fragrances that are niche in my collection. This is by Parfums de Marly. It is Sedley. Sedley might be the best one on this list. I'm not even kidding. It's fantastic. This is a hard list for me to say this is the best one, though. But as far as mass appeal, mature, smelling like a man should smell in the summer, and still having a nice performance, nice projection, and a good amount of uniqueness, Sedley is 100% there. And I don't care what clones are out there. I've smelled a few. They don't do it like this does it. Sedley is that lemon, mint, ambroxan mixture with some aromatics and a little bit of this creamy sandalwood. So when you first spray it on, you get lemon, you get mint. It has a little bit of an undertoning green touch from that mint. The mint's never too heavy. It's more of a lemon citric zestiness mixed together with that ambroxan, which is almost creating this like Sprite like fizziness mixed together with that lemon and mint. And then you come into the dry down, you get a little bit more woods, you get some creaminess from that sandalwood. It sweetens up just a little bit as that lemon dissipates, and it has a little bit of musk in there. But overall, this is very unique. It is a summertime hot weather banger that lasts about 7 hours. I get 7 hours out of it. I don't really pay attention to whether I spray this on the clothes or skin, but I usually get a good amount of time out of this fragrance. My wife always tells me later in the day she could smell it. So as far as a freshie that has citrus as its main note, this one is one of the longest lasting ones that I get from it. That is Parfums de Marly Sedley. Fantastic in the high heat. Now into my last one. This isn't going to be a shocker to anybody because it's one of my favorite, most worn fragrances, and my bottle came out last year and it's pretty much gone. This is by Lacoste. It's Lacoste Blanc Eau Fraiche. This is great for the spring and the summer, but it is pickled ginger, ambroxan, and citrus at its core. So you're going to get that lemon, a little bit of bergamot, I believe, is in this as well, mixed together with this really sparkly ambroxan woods. And then you also do get some of this pickled ginger that really encapsulates the entire fragrance. If you don't know what pickled ginger is, it's the thing that's on the side of a sushi dish. And it doesn't smell exactly like that. It just has that almost watery sharpness that you get from that, and it mixes together with the citrus in this and the woods, that effervescence. You get a little bit of vetiver in this as well. It's literally amazing. It is the best Lacoste fragrance that has ever been released. It is fantastic. It's very hard to find. If you can find it, this is worth up to $100 for me. I would pay more than that if it started like getting discontinued. It is one of my favorite fragrances, one of my most worn, if not my most worn fragrance in the spring and summer. Lacoste Blanc Eau Fraiche is just, again, it's like walking through the woods with a bag of lemons like a basket of lemons and a Sprite. Put that all together, it's fizzy, it's woody, it's citrus, and then it's that pickled ginger encapsulating the whole thing. Fan-freaking-tastic. Doesn't get that much of a longevity though. It's like 5-6 hours at max. I would say around 5 is the average. And it's about moderate. I would never say it's higher than moderate, but I spray it a crap ton, spray it on your clothes, and you're fine. I'm not one of those people that really care about the longevity too much. As long as it's like over 2 hours, I can just spray it on my clothes, get 4 hours, and then I'm good with it. Usually don't need anything longer than that. But those are my 5. So we got Lacoste Blanc Eau Fraiche, YSL Y Eau Fraiche / Dior Cologne, Mercedes-Benz Cologne, all of those all in one. We have Commodity Bergamot, which is a fantastic unisex freshie. And then we have Light Blue Eau Intense, which is absolutely amazing, and Sedley. But again, I'm tagging in this video Mike from I Smell and then Dedrick Hicks Jr. over there. I'm going to put them up there one more time. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys have tried these before. What one's your favorite? What would you pick for your favorite high heat summer fragrances? And again, I'll be back with another video. This was fun. But thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.